Hello everyone, happy Tuesday and welcome back to another day trading recap. I got NASDAQ up right here on the charts and it took a massive nosedive, bringing down some of the tickers that we were trading today with it, including Twitter and SBFM. Now I only traded Twitter really briefly on the backside with my unlimited account, and mostly what I did today was trade the front side on SBFM. Unfortunately, right near the end, I actually gave back almost all of my profit on it. I was up over $1,000 or right around $1,000. I'll have to see when I import my trades what my P&L chart looks like. But then I had one big loser right at the end. And usually I'm pretty happy with taking, a loss right at the end. It means I was trading the full front side. The problem was I eased up on trading the front side. I reduced my share size, but I also didn't get aggressive on entries anymore. And then for some reason, right near the end, right at the top, I just went in with massive share size and not massive, but relative to what I was trading on the day, fairly big share size. And then I just gave back profits. And I was like, that was pretty silly. I wouldn't mind if I did that if I kept on trading before as well, just as aggressive. I don't know why I stopped trading for like 10 minutes and then decided to get back on late into the front side. So that was a little bit of one of those classic moments where if you're not trading, even with some sort of share size, that's like a little bit more than average, you're going to start getting FOMO, because even if you have winners, I had some really nice winners today, like 10% plus home run wins, but I was using very small share size at first. So even having those green trades, I would still feel a little bit FOMO from it because I wasn't really capitalizing on the trade. So I think SBFM is going to be a really good ticker for us to review. And then ATER, yeah, I just did a few small trades on this one. And then really quickly here on the unlimited account, I did tiny trades on Twitter, as you can see. Let me just go to Twitter. We'll start off with this one. I basically did two backside trades near big support. This was a break of support, and I was looking for the retest. Both times I just bought too soon, and then I kind of closed out for break even. So really nothing too interesting to talk about for Twitter. I would probably consider doing one more trade near the 180-day SMA on the 5 minutes, so the 180 SMA on the 5 minute. But other than that, I'm not too interested in Twitter anymore. I thought I would do a little bit of backside trading on it. Oh, the cat just jumped on my shoulder. This is the cat I'm taking care of with my girlfriend. We're doing some house sitting right now, and very distracting cat. Okay, so next thing is ATER. Let's just really quickly talk about this one and zoom in on the daily first. Yeah, so this is a backside ticker overall. At this point, it might be somewhat ranging, but it has big resistance at $4, and yesterday was a big winner. Household company, 62 million shares outstanding and 240 million market cap. Looks like there's some catalyst coming out about this one, but specifically yesterday, the problem with it, actually, here it says not seeing any company-specific news, but just has a lot of relevant macro news coming out about it. The problem with this one is it has this big resistance at $4 as you saw in the daily, and we weren't able to break this zone. We had a few attempts. I traded pretty much all the attempts, but we never had that continuation, and that's why I'm slightly red on this ticker. I was constantly looking for those bigger moves, but they never really happened. I did fumble here once. I bought this pullback and closed right away, and this actually would have been probably my best trade on it. But yeah, I don't know, not really the most exciting ticker. Plus, we have SBFM, which was really the most exciting ticker. This ticker was up around 200% at one point. I'm not sure if it broke 200%, but this was a beauty. And we had some good momentum on this ticker early on. And we haven't seen this kind of volume in a while. At first, when I looked at the scanner at 7 a.m., we had nothing moving. So I was like, okay, this is actually kind of exciting, because I feel like if we do get a ticker moving, I think I even wrote this in the Discord, we could see some really good action on something. And I definitely wrote it in my watch list that you guys have access to on Trade Journal. Basically saying nothing's moving right now. Maybe we're going to get a new ticker with a new catalyst, and we're going to get a strong frontside move. Lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. It was really exciting. So on the daily, not this one, SBFM on the backside here just breaks some major resistance zone. Huge relative volume today, super high relative volume, and it just keeps on running. Now it's on a bit of a pullback. It also sold off at 10 a.m. with the SPY. It's quite unusual to see these small caps focusing on the SPY. I think this ticker was going to collapse at one point anyway. Maybe it was just a pure coincidence. Anyway, it's a biotech, 7 million shares outstanding and 38 million market cap. So exactly what we're usually looking for. Between $2 and $7, small cap, float below 10 million. I mean, this has all the check boxes and it has the catalyst coming out. So I'm really, really excited, or I was really excited when I saw this ticker, and then I started trading it quite aggressively. Let's go to the 5 minute and see how this one looks. You can see all my trades here, very, very aggressive. I was just nonstop trading this ticker, and yeah, we were up almost 200% at one point. And yeah, 10 o'clock rolls around, just like you saw with the NASDAQ and the SPY. Both these things flushed around 10 o'clock as well. Yeah, 10:05. Now let's go to SBFM back. And let's dive into the 1 minute, because this is where it's going to get really, really interesting. Here's the daily. So keep an eye on these major support resistance zones. Here's the 5 minute. So always good to look for those 5 minute setups. Then obviously here's the 1 minute at the top. Let's zoom in a little bit more, and almost it might even be good to remove my trades, but then they might not pop back because DOS has been super laggy lately. Anyway, this ticker pops up really fast, 60%, and I was like, woo, this is what I like to see. Breaks this big resistance zone, and instantly I'm getting ready to trade this ticker. I bought 200 shares here and took some profits really quickly. So boom, my first trade on it was very, very light. You can see me taking profits here. It was very, very light, small share size. At first, I thought this was going to be one of those classic pops up and falls off a cliff kind of tickers, because we've been seeing so much of that lately. So I wasn't really looking to stick around. I just kind of wanted to dip my toes, and that's what I did. I bought again here. Look at this. I'm slowly increasing my share size, so that's good. Pops up, take some profits. I think I closed a little bit too soon here, but I'm actively trading this ticker, but unfortunately, I do notice the share size, and I notice that this is a very aggressive ticker, and I really like what I'm seeing. I mean, at this point, it's up, or whatever, like 70%, 80% or so. So this is, it's an aggressive ticker with some really good volume. But I just didn't size up like I should have. At this point, I should have been trading at least 1,000 share size, maybe even 2,000. Has a 1 minute micro pullback here. And, I'm just actively trading this ticker again and again, and I really just don't stop. I try for all these breakouts. At this point, I think I give back a little bit of profits because we don't have some breakouts. Eventually, we do have a breakout, and at this point, it was kind of funny. I was like, we had a big red candle here, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to predict what this ticker is going to be doing. I just need to keep trading it, and as long as it's on the front side, all I need to do is keep trading it, keep holding it, keep selling into rips, and so on and so forth. So that's exactly what I did. The problem was my confidence on this ticker was a little bit low. So I was using, again, very, very small share size. At this point, I mean, I'm up like $400 at least at this point, maybe a little bit more. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not sizing up. So for my share size, based on my share size, being up $400 at this point, I was up like 20% on the day based on my average size. So like, I was actually doing really good trading, but for some reason I just didn't size up. So I was a little bit disappointed with myself. I really got to say, like yesterday I sized up a lot more. Friday I sized up. Last week in general I sized up a lot more. I don't know. Last night I didn't get a lot of sleep, and then today my nose is super stuffy. So maybe it was a little bit of that. But I don't really like blaming outside things. But yeah, I should have been sizing up more. And I keep doing it, keep sizing up. And I think I had one of my better trades somewhere in this area on the break of 4 or 5. Right here, yeah, I size up on the break of 4 or 5, 900 shares. Finally, I'm doing, close to what I should be doing. I still said I should be doing over 1,000 shares. And then I take profits pretty quickly. And at this point, it actually just continues ripping. And look at this. I don't trade any of this. And I'm just sitting here like, wow, why am I not trading it? So that was definitely a big mistake here on this area, that I didn't keep trading it. And it just continues. It doesn't stop. Finally has a pullback. I finally trade with a bigger share size. And this was actually a good trade. Took profits quickly because it struggles here. Going for a second trade. This is when I should have realized, right here around 811, somewhere in this area, we were really, holding our highs well, and we were looking for a potential another breakout. I thought the whole time maybe we were going to get a bigger sell-off first, but it never really happened. Again, that's me getting my own way, predicting what might happen when all I should be doing is following the price action. And right now it's holding the 9 EMA on the 1 minute, which means I should be getting aggressive. So boom, here we have that big breakout. I kind of chase here a little bit, chase again, chase again. All these trades were actually pretty okay. They weren't great, but I was constantly doing all right with it. And look at this increasing volume. So the volume is still increasing. We're breaking to higher highs, which might worry you at times, but at the same time, the volume is increasing. It's not if we were making higher highs and the volume was decreasing, going down, that would be divergence, and you want to be very careful with that, because that basically means danger zone, and the top is really close. and I think this is where I lose. Yeah, finally, I wake up and I'm like, I gotta get aggressive on this ticker. And what I did was I got aggressive right here on this micro pullback, but then I ride this whole entire flush almost to the perfect low, and I sell at 5.6 or so. I think the next, I sell literally at the near the perfect low, and then it actually reverses. So I took like a 8% loss here, finally, with my biggest size on the day. This was a little bit stressful. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I don't mind taking that last red trade. Like, I'm totally fine with that because that means I'm trading the whole front side. Unfortunately, this time I didn't trade the full front side. So if this was my normal last trade, but I actually traded the whole front side, you know, I could have been up $2,000-$3,000 and then I gave back $1,000 or something like that, or 500 or whatnot. So or maybe I would have not, you know, I've realized maybe we're extended. So by me not getting super aggressive here, what I did was I increased my FOMO, and eventually I was revenge trading. That's basically what happened here in a nutshell. Then I realized, okay, well, you know, that was my last red trade, and you know, this ticker was more or less done in this area. 5 minute was still looking okay, but I didn't really like the range it was in. Eventually it does break higher, and I do trade a little bit here. I think I ended up net, you know, being slightly like 20 bucks red on all those trades. Again, traded here, but at the open, I didn't touch this ticker anymore, and it was done. And I was constantly thinking like about trading it, but I didn't like how flushy it was getting. And I had a feeling in this range when the volume was really dropping off, this is dangerous ticker. And yeah, lo and behold, it flushes. So no big surprise there. What I really want to kind of review one last time here with you guys, and also just for myself, is you know, how much profits I left on the table today. And I'm not, you know, I don't really have so much FOMO about giving back profits. I just have a little bit, what I meant by leaving profits on the table is almost just like my mistakes on how I traded today, and how it actually made me lose money later on because I was too conservative. Basically, I always say you want to be patient, you want to be aggressive. So you want to be patient for these good setups, and I was patient for SBFM. I didn't trade a bunch of nonsense pre-market because there's a lot of like little tickers moving pre-market, but I just didn't bother with them. I was patient till we saw something like SBFM. The problem was I didn't get aggressive enough. I did get, you know, I did fairly good execution here. I just didn't size up enough, and lately, the market really has proven itself that you can start sizing up again. I did that recently. I had like over $20,000 position size. So these are all the, you know, I'm going in the right direction. But today, I don't know, I was a little bit hesitant. So I guess on that note, I'm a little bit disappointed with myself. I really should have kept trading this one and really kept sizing into it. I'm not so worried. I think I'm totally on the right path. And at the same time, I feel like we haven't had a ticker like this in a really long time. So I think I was a little bit like awestruck, where I was like, there's no way this ticker can keep on going. So if we get back into those, you know, rhythms where we have, you know, a couple days or a couple weeks of this kind of action, I would love to see that. And I'm really looking forward to it, because it's been a very slow year. I mean, 2022 has been probably the slowest year in like the last three years or so, or slowest start to the year. So I'm getting excited for some more action there for sure. And overall, just to finish this up, the markets right now are topping potentially out a little bit here. We had a nice little bounce. I'm not sure if this is dead cat bounce. We're going to have, you know, a retrace or something like that. But I'm kind of optimistic that these small caps are reviving a little bit, because the NASDAQ tickers are down so much, specifically these small caps. So we'll see what happens. I think even if we get a sell-off, the small caps could still see some good momentum. Obviously, with the large caps in my swing trades, I'm really like holding off right now, kind of waiting for more rounded bottoms to come in, some more support. But you know, the hot tickers like, you know, Coin or SoFi and things like that, I'll definitely be sizing into at one point. I think I'm going to start buying some Twitter in my investment portfolio, but that's if it has a bigger sell-off. But again, that's all not really relevant to this video. But what I'm trying to say here is I'm quite bullish for the small cap recovery coming forward, because it has been looking better and better as opposed to the first 3 months. Now it's looking really good again. So I'm quite excited for that. All right, guys, that's all for this video. Don't forget to drop a like on the way out. It's the easiest way to support the channel. If you're new, consider subscribing. We'd love to have you part of the community. And like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.